Alright guys, so welcome back once again. If you're someone new to my channel, my name is Nikhilesh and I live here in Berlin. I'm here to talk to you about Masters in Psychology in Germany. If you're a student of psychology, please make sure that you watch today's video till the end because I will be focusing more on the list of universities where you can apply and what kind of jobs you'll end up after you study Masters here. I won't say that I have many friends, but I have a handful of friends who are into this space of psychology. Some of them came with some level of experience in India, and now, after coming here, they studied psychology and now they are practicing it. Psychology as a department, which comes under the healthcare here, you can't just graduate and start practicing it. There are a lot of licensing exams, you'll have to go through that, and then based on that license and the master's degree, you get a full-time job if you want to practice psychology here. Otherwise, psychology as a department is also being used in the space of advertisement, marketing, business, I don't know, whatnot, in the space of education. Psychology degree will also give you a proper understanding of individuals and their behavior within the society, considering the human stages of development. One last point before I move on to the presentation part. Masters in psychology graduates, I've seen people working in the area of counseling or psychotherapy or organizational psychology, special education, advertisements, and many more other fields. So before I jump on to the presentation, if you're someone who's still skeptical, not sure, I think you should make a move. Germany has a lot to offer to you in your area.
So before we begin, there is a Google form in the description of this video. You can jump onto that and fill in your details. We'll stay in touch. We'll see what best we can do for you when it comes to helping you with the admission or the visa support, whether it's this year 2022 or for next year 2023. If some of you are interested to have this presentation, I'll give it in the description, or I'll send it over to you via email once you have filled out a Google form. If you're interested to talk to me personally and talk about your profile, people also, very often book personal appointment with me. So you can click it right here and it will take you directly onto that website where you can book the appointment. I've been doing this long enough now, for a little over 4 or 5 years now. And I've seen thousands of students, and I'm happy to tell you that I've been part of their success story. And exactly by doing that, mentorship was actually born. I learned a lot on the ground here, that what are the do's and don'ts. And that's how I've designed my 12 months of program. You can easily become part of it by enrolling it, by clicking on the link on the screen, or in the description, I'm going to drop a link there. This mentorship basically starts helping you while you're in India, and it only stops here in Germany when you're on a part-time job. So that's how the whole chapters are designed. Some of the highlights are already mentioned on the screen right here, but then this is just like the tip of the iceberg. It goes really, really deep.
3 years or 4 years of degree. Now, lately I've seen one thing, that a lot of students, they come with 3 years of degree, which is fine, but you need to have at least 180 credit points with your 3 years of degree. What that means to you is each of your subjects should accumulate to 180 credits. Credits have nothing to do with your grades. They are very separate. Credits comes from number of hours you have spent in the classroom and number of hours you have spent doing self-study. So that's how credits are calculated. So make sure that it's 110. Go and check with your administration. They are the ones who are going to tell you how many credits you have in each subject. Who can apply? Applicants are eligible for the admission if they have completed a bachelor's degree, at least 180 ECTS credits in the field of psychology, cognitive science, or in related fields with the emphasis of study on psychology and cognitive science. At least 90 credits must be obtained in the area of psychology and cognitive science. Alternatively, students with bachelor's degree from other relevant fields like natural sciences, mathematics, informatics, audiology, or medicine may also apply.
If you're someone who is currently studying, let's say in X university, okay, and you want to know whether your university or the course what you're studying in that university in your bachelor's, is that recognized or not as per German database, which is called as ANABIN. Basically, in a nutshell, ANABIN's job is to see the equivalence of your bachelor's, what you studied, bachelor's in mechanical in India, let's say for example, to bachelor's here in Germany in mechanical. And what you have to see is your university has something called as H+. So I'll quickly show you how you can check your university, whether it's approved by ANABIN or not. Just go on Google and type ANABIN When you're here, go to the first link right here and go to institution. Okay, go to search. Let me just switch this for you in English. Oh, my selection, I think it's there from previously. So it's selected India. In your case, you have to open country selection and just press I, and it will show India or a list of countries with I. Confirm. Place where in India. Let's say I want to check Mumbai. I'm going to go and type M and then say Mumbai, Maharashtra. So this is where you will see Amity University, Mumbai. It's a private university and it's H+. That means it's approved. And likewise, you have to go and look for your university. You can change the city name to something else wherever you come from, and then let's say Mangalore, you can see it right here. Okay. So for example, this university, it's H-. Now that this university is H-, whoever is studying in this university will have to go through an extra process of validating their degree and a university from Anabin, and there's a altogether different process which I don't want to get into right now. But yes, make sure that your university is H+. List of documents what you need to apply in a university, which is right here. 9 things primarily. Bachelor's degree, transcripts for all 8 semesters, consolidated mark sheets, or if you're someone who is currently in 8th semester, then provisional degree. You need SOP. Let's say you're applying for 10 different universities, then you need 10 different SOPs designed. You need at least three letter of recommendations. IELTS 6.5 overall, and you need to give academic IELTS, not general IELTS. There are 2 types, that's why. Work experience letter, if you have any. Internship, or ECA stands for extracurricular activity. If you have published some academic papers, CV in Europass format, course module book. Course module book is basically your entire mechanical engineering, in a PDF format. What was the course content, what you were taught. You can get it from your administration. So these are the 9 documents which are the basis of application. So there are 2 intakes in Germany. One is in summer, one is in winter. Summer starts in April. The deadline is 15th of Jan. Normally the application actually begins by November, December onwards. For winter, it starts in October. The deadline is May 15th. Sometimes the deadlines can also go till June 15th. So in Germany, the application is done via 3 ways: via university portal, via My Assist, or combination of first and second. Now, how do you know that which way a university is willing to take your application? Well, you'll have to check on the course website. Now, if you've seen me talking about German GPA, so this is what the breakdown of German GPA is. So 1 is the highest you can score here in this country. 4 is bare minimum, like just pass. Anything beyond 4 is fail. Now, many of you would already have your grades into either CGPA or SGPA or percentage. How can you calculate that from that grading system to German GPA? I have this link right here, which I'm going to click now, and it will take us directly onto the website of Technical University Munich. We're going to convert the grades. Let's say the highest CGPA one can get is 10. The bare minimum required to pass the degree is 5. And you got, let's say, 7.2. That's your German GPA right here. 2.6 is something what you have got. If yours would be, let's say, 8, then it's 2.2. So this is how you calculate grades. So moving forward from here on. All right, now that you have seen that there are so many colleges, how do you keep track of them? There has to be a structure to it. So in Nikhilesh, in our company, we follow certain way of doing things, which has been the most efficient what I've seen over the course of time. You're on Google. Make sure that you go ahead and make this on Google Sheet right here. Now that you're here, first of all, go ahead and change the name of the file, university. So this is a kind of structure what I personally would like to have when it comes to shortlisting of the university. It starts with serial number right here. Then it goes on to university, and under university there is two types. One is the university name and the type of university. So if it's TU, then you write TU right here. Okay. Uh, and then there's a course. What course is this? So, in this case, it's computational engineering. You can see that how many semesters the program is of, what is the deadline, does it require you to have German or not, does it require you to have IELTS or not, what is the prerequisite, have they given any bachelor's requirement, what they need, what GPA, what German GPA does it require, like for example 2.5 first class with distinction, ECTS requirement if it's 210 or 180, if it requires SOP or not. If it's yes, then just type yes. LOR, then how many LORs, if you have given test AS or GRE, what has been your score here. Mode of application, is it via UniAssist or is it via direct portal, Then the course website, as you can see, it's right here, it's displaying out. And if you have any email ID of the course coordinator. This is the typical format I like to follow here. It has proven to be very successful for last so many years. I've used this format with different students.
All right, so this is where we're going to start talking about universities for masters in psychology. I've given you two links. You can have this presentation from the description of this video. So there are a total of 28 universities and the courses, and they are tuition free. They are taught purely in English. So there is a master's in sports and exercise psychology, neurocognitive psychology. This is a very interesting course. One of my students actually got enrolled for this very recently. All of these students were part of the mentorship program, what I mentioned in the beginning. So applicants must hold bachelor's in psychology, biology, medicine, or closely related subject areas. The tuition fees can be seen here. It's only 144 euros per semester. One of my students who's currently studying, she shared this with me from her course curriculum. General part, which is mandatory to have 45 credit points. So you can search from research methods, psychological assessment and diagnostics, communications of scientific results, computation and neuroscience, minors, and then specializations are clinical psychology, neurophysiology, neurocognition, sex and cognition, neuropsychology, applied cognitive psychology, human computer interaction. So these are some of the specializations. If you're someone who's on the way to Germany or will be applying for this, my suggestion to you would be that once you're here, from second semester onwards, start focusing on your specializations, because by the time you reach to the last semester, you should be clear that which area you want to specialize, and you should write your master's thesis in that space, because employers would be interested in someone who's so clear and someone who's a subject matter expert of one of these areas. Jobs and salary or PhD. Now, I have seen both categories of people. I know a lot of people who are doing PhD right now in neuroscience in Würzburg University and some other parts of Germany. There are a lot of people I know who are practicing psychology after the licensing was done right here in Berlin. And I also know a couple of people in Munich. They work with a university and in the space of education. So I have given you a link. Please jump onto that link. It'll give you an understanding of what level of position and what salary you can expect. So I'm on gehalt.de. This is the website which will tell you an average salary if you start your job here after your masters. This is something what you can expect per month. If you want to convert this to per annum, just click here, and it's 37,000 bare minimum all the way till 56,000. Of course, if you come with a lot of experience, then it can go really high. I mean, jump onto this website. And in fact, you know what? You can also select, let's just check in Munich. How much salary will I be getting if I was to apply there? Wow, it's 45,000 to begin with per annum, and can go all the way till 68. Now, as I said, depends on what position it is, where is it located, and based on that, you'll get salaries. And then you can scroll down, keep on checking. So to get a full-time job as a psychologist here, no matter which area you talk about, you need to speak at least B2 level of German language, if not less. And that's how employers would be interested, because the nature of job of yours requires you to speak a lot of language and communication, so that's why.
We are on the last slide. If you want to get enrolled for the program, you can just click right here. As I said, you can have this PDF for yourself, and yeah, get in touch with us. We'll be happy to help you out. So yeah, if you have made it till here, thank you so much for tuning in. Now that you have the list of colleges and all the required documents, go ahead and apply, whether or not you want our help. But make sure that you're tight on your timeline, because that's where a lot of people make mistake. So having said that, thank you so much. And if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye bye.